Good morning and welcome back to the channel. This is Meredith. It's very dusty in here apparently. I see some dust fluttering through. But it's a very lazy Sunday morning. So I woke up at about 6 and then I looked out the window and it looked a little bit iffy out. So then I looked at the weather. The weather forecast was like brightly sunny. Oh my gosh, my brain. It's going to be brightly sunny and like little to no clouds. And I was like, okay, not bad. And then I was like, okay, I'll get up soon. I also can't really leave my apartment because of the battery situation. But anyway, so I looked and it an hour later, it downpoured for like a half an hour. Anyway, so I've been just rolling around, doing a little bit of research about what to do today. Also trying to figure out if there's anything else I really want to buy from Olive Young. I've been watching people's videos, but a lot of them are hauling things that they bought years ago. So that's probably my situation. By the time you watch this, I'm probably gonna be retired. But yeah, so some of the information is a little outdated because I was like, oh my gosh, they got a 4-pack of my serum for my hair. But yeah, that's not available right now. Anyway, so that's what's going on. I think I might go up north today. So I might go up to the Myeongdong Jonggak area, kind of the downtown, I guess, of Seoul, by City Hall and stuff, because actually they just started the Lantern Festival yesterday for, they usually do it every year around Buddha's birthday because I think that's what it's basically for. We missed the parade yesterday. It's usually pretty good, the parade. So I'll probably go up there probably about lunchtime and then probably stay out the whole day because once I leave this apartment, I don't know if I can come back because of the battery situation. I chatted with the Airbnb host yesterday and they're like, oh, okay, we'll come by in the evening, just wait for us. And I was like, I can't wait the entire day. I was like, so what happens if I'm going to go out in the morning and the daytime? And they were like, oh, it's okay, I'll come fast. I was like, I don't know what that means. I have a little bit of work that I want to get done before I go out just to prep myself for interviews and such. I have a bunch on Thursday, I think it is. I'm also waiting for one to get scheduled with somebody in Europe, so that one might throw a wrench in the whole game. Finally, time for coffee. Okay. Not gonna drink my Fanta this morning, but I'm so excited for that. It was 800 won, which is kind of cheap, I think, for a soda can. But I'm going to I'm going to eat this Yeonsei Uyu cream milk bread. Oh my gosh, this is huge. It's like a hamburger size. Oh no, can't get it out of the package. It's gonna look so bad. It's so big. For reference, that's the coffee mug. And then this is the plate I've been using. It's so big. My stomach is gonna not be happy. Actually, I can drink Korean milk fine. Look at that, such a treat. I'm gonna gain 80,000 pounds today, but it's worth it. I'm gonna give it a taste test right now. I did cut it into quarters because I got scared. But look at it, it's overflowing with whipped cream, it looks like. So yeah, basically it is what it looks like. It's a very soft milk bun filled with whipped cream. My sister would be in heaven right now. I'm gonna have a very bad stomach ache after this, but good thing I can't leave my apartment for a while because I'm still waiting for the guy to bring batteries for the door thing. But anyway, I'm gonna do this, gonna watch some YouTube and do a little bit of work and study. Finally heading on my way out. I just realized I forgot my water, but I found this restaurant that I'm going to go to. It's probably going to just be me and a bunch of old men, but it's a ddukbaegi restaurant, which is I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a casserole, but they have a gamjatang one and it's available for one person. So I kind of like gamjatang, and it's actually pork bone soup, and I know that I say it all the time, but pork doesn't sit well with me usually, but for some reason I can eat this one just fine. But I'm going to go there, so I'll take you along with me. I'm gonna take the bus from Gangnam, and it's actually in Gwanghwamun, so kind of the downtown area. So maybe I'll walk by Cheonggyecheon and then show you the lanterns right now during the day. And then I'm going to head over to Myeongdong, do a little bit of exploring, a little bit of shopping around, doing some price checking and stuff like that. I do want to get some gifts and things for my family and friends. Have a couple of cafes I want to check out, and then in the afternoon/evening, they actually open up the food carts, so I'm planning on doing that for dinner. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's changed, but you're gonna need cash if you want to do the street food, so I'll tell you that information, try to give you prices and stuff. Some of it is kind of pricey though, so I'm hoping it's okay. If not, I know that there's Myeongdong Kalguksu, so that's in the Michelin guide, it's maybe 10,000 won for the knife cut noodles. So that's there. And they also have mandu/dumplings and very garlicky kimchi if you're into that. So anyway, that might be an option. I would probably go there for kongguksu, which is the cold soybean broth, soy milk noodles. So anyway, that's on the plan today. So I'm gonna find my shoes and head out. And I brought my water because I am worried about getting locked out of this Airbnb. I mean, the battery thing isn't blinking anymore, but I'm just worried it's going to be like, you know, can't get back in. Okay, so I made it to the Seoul History Museum, but I'm going to lunch right now. Okay, I'm going up this hill. Since that was horribly out of focus, that's Alpha. You see that go in, get pens, notebooks. Here's the Embassy of Oman. It's pretty nice. This is what I got. It's quite busy. It's 10,000 won. But this is the ddukbaegi gamjatang. So this place is actually really good, really cheap, really fast service. Not super friendly, but I mean they don't need to be. You gotta kick in and out. Okay, so the house owner just messaged me on Airbnb, but I was like, I'm outside right now. The food was actually pretty good. I'm gonna do a little bit of sightseeing, I think. Maybe not do so much shopping because I don't think I really need anything. So I think I'm gonna go to the Seoul History Museum, and then there's also like the Modern History Museum at Gwanghwamun, so I'll take you there as well. In the past, I think I went to a couple of concerts in that center over there. There's like kind of a chill place. I saw some like rappers and stuff. I don't know, I'm like into rap, I guess. But here I'm back at the museum, so I'm gonna try to get my way in. So these are actually like the mythical creatures. So it's kind of like in Korean folklore. You should look it up if you're curious, but let me go on. I guess I also like didn't describe what gamjatang is. So it's like very much, I think it's like an old style food, because when I went in they're like, young people like this too, and I was like, yeah, I guess. I was like, I'm not really young. But it's like pork bone soup, and gamja means potato, but like back in the day when I learned about it, people told me that gamja is actually some sort of Chinese like origin word for like the knee part of the pig, like the knee part of the body. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is pork bone, and then there is usually potatoes in it. After I was eating, I realized that maybe I could have asked to add some extra like sujebi or something in it. Usually when you get like a big pot of it, you could add a bunch of like sides or like add-ons, I guess, sari. So usually you can add like jangmyeon, which is the glass noodles, or sujebi or something like that. So anyway, I'm gonna go in. There's a lot of kids. We'll see. So I'm gonna go. Admission's free. It's kind of a nice museum. There are a lot of kids, though it's Sunday. Here's the 1,000-year time capsule from 1994. Now we're entering the era of Japanese colonialism. Here's some info about the assimilation policy from the Japanese colonial rule. So this is in the modern time, 1945 to 2010. So this is when Seoul became the capital. So it's only been very recent that they were liberated from colonialism. So August 15th, 1945. So this is like the very modern part. It's quite interesting about the population trends. I found demographics to be very interesting. I actually didn't know this about Cheonggyecheon. I'm learning a lot today, actually. It was originally an island in the Han River, and then they created a site for urban development. It's kind of interesting, actually. So it's kind of in progress. Here is some info about Seoul Market. So it basically said that it was really premium at the early times, but then around the 70s, Gangnam got the premium status, so a lot of the vendors and everybody moved out. So this is kind of a rendition, no, rendering, not a rendition, of what it looked like. Kind of intricate, actually, when you look at it. There's like people having a fight and everything. Taking a nap because nobody's at a store. So here's a map of Seoul and the different regions, and they're talking about how all of the different like regions have their own like kind of like niche or specialty. So up here this is where I am now in Jongno area. So this is where like a lot of like the arts and advertising and design stuff is concentrated. Here is like the Hongdae area, so by Hongik University, and then also this is the Sangam DMC area. So Hongdae is known for design, music, performing arts, and then Sangam is known for games, Bangsong. What is Bangsong? Public like broadcasts and movies. And then up here is Taehanno, and that's known for like entertainment sort of things. And then Yoido is music and broadcasts. And then Seoul Digital City is animation, games, and software. it's kind of a bummer they didn't translate this. So it's talking about from 1945, how there were originally only 8 districts and then 268, I don't know how to translate dong. It's kind of like neighborhoods, I guess. And then here is 49, they have 1 more gu. And then here is, they have more of the dong areas. And then once we get over here to the 73, it's kind of like exploding here in terms of growth. So now in 2020, I'm a little bit old now, there's 25 gus and 425 dongs. And this is what the map looks like from 1995 when there were 25 gus. So this is about the back alley sort of atmosphere. So it's very similar to what you'd see now. So this is like saying that it came out on an SBS program, TV program. But when you walk down the back alleys, it's not like shady dealings. It's like mom and pop shops, and they kind of look like this. You can even see it from like the restaurant I went to for lunch today. It looks pretty much very similar. Like even the menu is very similar here as well. And then over here, it's like they recreated it. So it's really like what you'd see when you went down a back alley. And then even like the menu is like very similar. So it has like Korean and then the English, but the English has some spelling errors, maybe some questionable like what does that mean? But yeah, it's very funny. They did a good job recreating this. I had to go to the bathroom, but there is going to be a food show when they turn on the lights on the model in 3 minutes. So I'll wait for that. We're going there on Tuesday, Gwanghwamun Village. Here. So actually over here is Gangnam area, south of the river, on the floor. Okay, so this is, they're highlighting the Han River. Over there is the Bampo Daegyo, the one that turns out into a rainbow at night, like a musical rainbow fountain. It's quite nice. Hopefully I'll be able to go there. It's quite close to my Airbnb actually, because it's next to Express Bus Terminal in Bampo. So you can see the different mountains they highlighted. So Bugaksan is back there, and the Cheonggyecheon is like right there. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. Namsan is here. So this is like where the tower is. Naksan is over to the east side. All the grandpas talking about all the different areas as they're walking around. It's quite cute. They're trying to name everything. Okay, there's actually more to see, but I kind of want to move. So I'm gonna head on the way out, maybe check out the gift store to see if there's anything cool. A lot of the stuff is the same as in the National Museum, but if you can't get out there and you want some traditional things, you can get them here. Okay, so that's the museum that I just came from, the History Museum. But apparently up this path, there is the Gyeonggi Palace. So I'm gonna take a look. I kind of think I'm gonna take the stairs. The other one looks like it's for driving. And honestly, I'm scared of cars here, so I'm going to walk up here and I'll let you know if I see anything cool. I don't think I've ever been to this palace before. This is where the late Joseon Dynasty Royal Villa is. I should have grabbed the Korean one. Sogwo Palace. Oh, So is west. But there it is in all its glory. I'm trying to get no people in a shot. It's very hard. But I think I might go check it out unless there's an admission fee, because I don't know, I kind of feel like one palace is like sufficient. I've been to Gyeongbokgung like so many times. So it is free. And there's also a free tour. But I think it looks like it's gonna be in Korean, but it's 40 minutes. Making my way to the back. There are those ladies sitting on the front, so wanting to respect their space. I'm gonna try to not get them in by face. But this is what the palace information is. The revival of the life in the palace. Seongdong. So this is very similar to what you'd see in Gyeongbokgung as well. It's just a little bit more ornate. These doors are huge. I don't know if it's coming off on camera how big they are. Like maybe my face is right at this level here, and there's like 6, I can't even count, 5 of them. Never step on this, always step over it. This is the gamjatang, so this is where the king has his living room. So let's go up there. I'll try to show you as much as I can because again, I'm too cheap to go to Gyeongbokgung again. It's quite cool up here actually. Like that, I mean the breeze is cooling. It's not like cool. Can you imagine living in some place like this? I can't. My little tiny studio apartment. I guess I should have brought my other camera. This one is not doing well. But I think I'm going to exit. But it's quite a nice day except for that the dust is so bad right now. The pollution. So I'm gonna keep making my way out. I grabbed this map from the museum actually. So I'm just showing you where we are now. We're at number 2. So you can see here. And then we came from the... It's actually not on there, but there's all of these other free locations, history locations and things like that. They're all pretty close except for number 8 and number 10. And number 8 and number 10 are the Cheonggyecheon Museum and then the Seoul Urban Life Museum. So it looks pretty walkable actually. So you can see it here. It's pretty concentrated in this Gwanghwamun sort of area. So one of the hardest things for me to get adjusted to again is the fact that Korean stairs are not like the same height. So I always like twist my ankle because there's always one stair that's a little bit shorter and one that's like very much taller. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way out. I'm gonna try this self camera. We'll see. I think it's gonna make me into a man. 1900s tram. It made me into a man. I'm a woman. It made me into a man still. I give up. Okay, so it's kind of a cute sort of park area. There are so many families here, but I get it. Seoul is expensive to live in, so when you get the free activities, you get the free activities. Okay, I'm gonna make my way over there to Gwanghwamun, so I'll try to show you along the way, but there's kind of a lot of people out today, so just keep walking that way and eventually we'll get there. So if you wanted to go to the restaurant I ate at, you go to the corner here where the Catholic bookstore is, or Christian bookstore, and then you turn left. But this place is so funny, it's an awesome spot to chat. And then this one's funny, rumors start here. I actually saw some more information. There's English tours available at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and 2 p.m. on Saturdays. And that's for the Seoul Museum of History that I just came from, so that's good. And this is the transit info. Okay, so I'm walking past the Four Seasons now, and now we're getting towards Gwanghwamun area. So Four Seasons has a bus stop outside. How nice, to the airport. Okay, now I'm at the Gwanghwamun Square. It's really busy today, so I'm gonna try to show you what I can. There's just so many people. So this is Lee Soon-jin, who was known for using the turtle boats here for the war. There's like a replica in Yosu. Okay, so Gwanghwamun basically is right here. So here is the statue here for King Sejong, who like made up a bunch of things including the Korean alphabet. And then behind it is Gyeongbokgung, and then Bugaksan is the back, the mountain. So I don't know if I'm gonna walk all the way there, honestly it's kind of far. But there's also like a new public space that has a lot of fountains and stuff for little kids. And like it's quite nice, they have some political stuff going on right now, but ignore that. But there is King Sejong the Great. Over there is the Sejong Cultural Center. And that sad looking building over there is the US Embassy. I've never been in there, I hope to never be in there. So this is a navigation sphere. And then a rain gauge, which is another one of the cultural sort of scientific contributions King Sejong had. The third one is a sundial, but there are boys playing in it, so I'm not going to be able to show you, but that is King Sejong the Great. If you ever take a Korean class and you need to take the TOEIC exam, which is like the proficiency exam, your questions will likely be about this guy right here, so make sure you read up about it. Yeah, so as I was saying, that is the US Embassy in all its glory. It's not nice like the Oman one. But I'm going to go into that Contemporary Museum of History. No, Museum of Contemporary History later, because actually there is a viewpoint at the top that you can get a really great view on a clear day of Gyeongbokgung Palace and things like that. Here is the King Sejong story, and then also the story of Admiral Lee Sun-shin. So here we are entering the Sejong story. So similarly, this is not very English friendly, but again, if you are taking the Korean exams, you're going to need to know all of this. So make sure you study up about it. They have a free program where they'll write your name in Korean. And then this is one that costs a little bit of money, but you can make some badges, keychains, a lucky bag, a bottle opener, and a pop socket. Okay, now we're in Admiral Lee Sun-shin information about his story. And then in here they do have a replica of the turtle boat, so you can not have to go all the way to Yeosu to see it. Yeosu is in Jeolla, South Jeolla province. So this is the turtle boat replica, so let's go in. Hopefully there's not too many people in here, so you can see what it looks like. So Lee Sun-shin was also known for changing some of the way that the Navy fought, I guess, and he has like a long legacy, so you don't really have to write about him on the TOEIC exam usually, from my experience, but it's good to know if you're into Korean history or you want to bring up something for some conversation points, I guess, in a bar. For some reason, only part of the exhibition is like in Spanish. Is that Spanish? It looks like Spanish. Okay, so here I am for the Festival of Lanterns. It turns out that they actually are having a closing festival today, so maybe I'll stick around Jonggak area for that. That's this one here. So again, we're going towards the pagoda now, which is at the end of the square. So it's about the UNESCO site. So I'll try to give you more info, because I think there's English here. So this is the info about what's going on today. So I'm gonna probably go head over to Jonggak to show you and kind of see what else is going on. There's the final celebration and a cultural performances. And those are again at the stage by Jonggak or Anguk Station. Okay, this is the Museum of Modern History or Contemporary History. So I'm gonna go in there. It's about the fashion of the decades. Here's more of an explanation of the March 1st movement. So it's pretty much an overlap of the Seoul one, but this one's a little bit more Korea broadly versus just Seoul. The 419 Revolution by Lee Seung-won. The next era is the military coup by Park Chung-hee. This one's probably hard to read, but Park Chung-hee is known actually for a lot of the economic development with his 5-year plans. So this is a little bit about some of them here and some relics from the time. There is a viewpoint here, but it's a little sad right now. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so next is the June Democratic Movement of 1987, which is when Chun Do-han became the new president / leader. So that's the info here. So here are the leaders I just mentioned. That's No Tae-woo, he was the president, Kim Yong-sam, which is also president, and Kim Dae-jung, which is also a president. Kim Jong-pil was never a president. Now we're getting into 1988, which was again the Seoul Olympics. These are so cute. I actually like that drama. I don't really watch drama, but Answer Me 1994 was good. My friend and I were just commenting on how much easier it would be to live in Korea now if you didn't speak any Korean. Because when we were living here, it was really difficult, even if we did speak Korean. But now it's like a lot easier to get around and do stuff. There used to be like a sky garden on the roof, but I don't know if it's open anymore, but you can still see over here. Also, the wind is picking up so much dust over in Gyeongbokgung. So this is where this is, pretty close. So you can access the Gyeongbokgung Palace from like many different subway stations. You don't have to necessarily get on line 3. Okay, so I put on my mask, but I am back out. I think I'm gonna head over to Jonggak to show you around there. So again, what I was saying was that you don't necessarily need to take line 3 to Gyeongbokgung Palace to have easy walking distance to the palace. You can also get out at Jonggak, which is line 1, and then Ujiro Wanga, which is actually easy to get to Myeongdong from as well. It's on the 2 line. If you read Korean, it's Ujiro Ikku. And then you can also get at like all of the Jongnos. You can easily walk here. and Gwanghwamun is on line 5, I believe, the purple line. So like you can just like choose which one is easier for you to get to, especially if you can walk. A lot of times it's easier to just walk outside above ground. I hate walking underground for the transfers. This area is always wild with demonstrations. There's a bunch going on right now. Okay, I'm in the way to go to Cheonggyecheon stream. So this is like kind of where you can see it. And you know that once you go this way and then start moving, you'll see the stream. So as you recall from the museum, this was restored. Here's the origin story in English. So it was available in the Joseon Dynasty and then it was restored in 2005. So that's what I got for you. You can actually walk this a pretty long ways, like past Dongdaemun, like to the east. But I think I'm gonna jump out here because this is where you can actually access Jonggak Station. So I'm gonna jump out of this bridge. So this is some info about where we are right now and then where you can also access throughout. Okay, I'm gonna go into the Yeongpyeong Books. And this is at the basically Jonggak Station. So that's basically the landmark Jonggak Station. Oh, there's also Muji down here too. 20% off from the character ideas. So aggressive. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. But like, is this about buying this water pitcher? Because actually, it looks like one that I kind of been eyeing. But there's no way I could make it home with that. These double wall glasses are quite nice though. I kind of think I like the iced tea glass, the shape. Hopefully I'll find a butter, like a real location. These are all small, but they're so cute. So funny. Batakun. Okay, so I'm thinking of buying a mini fan. It looks like this. It's so small, but it's 3-speed. But I think I want this color, but there's 4 colors. I've been giving accidental thumbs up, but maybe it's like a thing. The magnets are 5,000 won, and they're kind of cute actually. They also have these small ones that are like the Korean money. And these are also 5,000 won. They're kind of nice. There's a shelf of books that has one for each of the days of the year. You choose it based on your birthday. I almost bought that fan, but I couldn't decide, so I am back out. And I am walking to the temple now. So again, I'm at Jonggak Station now. There's free stuff that's speaking my language. So as I was saying, Cheonggyecheon to the left and Incheon to the right. So it's actually a lot of like NGOs. The song is like toxic positivity. Events I've been in a while. So I think even the people patiently waiting think this is a weird event. It's like fully techno music. So it started with Mongolians and now it's like Korean nationalist music. So it's now techno nationalist music about like... It's weird. I hope you can hear it in the background. There's also different booths for each of the different countries with representatives here with different sects of Buddhism. So like right now I'm passing Myanmar. There's also Japan, Thailand, Mongolia was in the presentation before. Okay, so I'm back by the Cheonggyecheon. So as you see, I'm going towards Ujiro Wonga. Back by Cheonggyecheon, so as I said, I'm going to Ujiro Wonga or Ilga. But yeah, it's by Myeongdong. 20 pairs of socks for 5,000 won. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm headed to Ujiro, and as you can see, here's the Lotte duty free and the Lotte department store. So we're at the other side of Myeongdong, not the Myeongdong side, but the Ujiro side. Crossing the street over towards the Starbucks. This is such a weird statue. Okay, so I kind of give up on the parade. I think it's going to start in like an hour. But it was just like so busy and there's so many people pushing around, so I figured I'll just come here and do my other plan and then just say I went to the parade in the past. So I have stayed at the Metro Hotel and it's pretty good. It's a very good location. And also let me know if you want me to write a blog post about the Lotte Hotel. I stayed in that as well. I do recommend you try out this place, Namsanwang Dukkatsu. It makes like huge donkatsus, which are pork cutlets. They're like the size of like 2 of my faces. It is usually a pretty good price. I think it's like around 10,000 now. Now I'm at the main street, and this is where there's a lot of street vendors, like with trinkets, food, and stuff like that. So I'll try to walk around and see what I can find. Bingsu, meat stick, fruit, tomhulu, dried fish and such, sweet potato, twisted potatoes. I might buy one of those later. This is a new store. It's like 70% off up to, because it's a grand opening. Let's see what it is. I don't think the prices are very good in here. Myeongdong vintage, so for every 100 grams, 2,500 won. It also has a media tax refund, and I just remembered I did not bring my passport with me, so that sucks. So this is a very famous restaurant. It's quite cheap, but there's usually a long waiting time. But it's made with all of the Korea stuff, but it has dumplings. That's what I would get. The Kalguksu is 12,000 won. Bibimbap is spicy mixed noodles, and those are 10. Mandu, which is those, is 12,000, and then Kalguksu over there is also 10,000. So I got the Kalguksu, which is the cold noodles. It has soy milk, and they asked if you wanted to cut it. You pay up front with cash. I pay cash. I think you pay card. And this is the kimchi, and the kimchi is like very well known for being very garlicky. There was also no wait today, which was kind of amazing. I think it's like around dinner time. It's like 6:30. So they have 1- and 2-person seats. I hope you can hear me over that music from the whatever that's called, makeup store across the street. So they have 1- and 2-person seats. The service is really fast. You pay up front. I think you cannot pay with card. The guy next to me asked, and I think that they said no, because you definitely pay with cash. But I don't know how Koreans do the eating so fast. So I felt like I was eating kind of fast for me, and I feel kind of sick. And the guy next to me was there for like a third the time that I was there. He was so fast. If I was him, I would throw up. Anyway, I'm gonna keep exploring, but I did forget my passport, so it kind of is like useless for me to be here, but maybe I'll just like take a look and kind of scope out stuff I might want to come back and buy. I guess I'm already going to the duty-free counter, not duty-free counter, tax-free counter to get my rebates from Olive Young the other day, so may as well go again. I don't know. Going to check out this store, even though the grand opening was like a year ago. It's quite expensive. Everything is the same as from the Express Bus Terminal, but it's 15,000 a piece here. This is the same exact skirt as I just bought for 10,000. It's here for 22. I'm in Vans. This one's cute. I've never seen this one before. Haribo. I've never heard of this store, so I'm gonna check it out. 68. It looks like it might have pajamas, and I'm looking for some that are not 82,000 won. But it also has other stuff it looks like. Interesting. I've never heard of it. This one looks okay, and the quality feels okay. It's like very soft. It's kind of like not see-through, so that's good. A lot of the Korean ones are made for the Korean summer, so they're very thin. But this one is pretty okay. 49,000, not too bad, but I would like it to be a little bit cheaper, like a very little bit cheaper. This one's also 49, but this one's also quite cute. But I think the quality is worth it. The 82 or whatever 1,000 won one was not feeling like 82,000 won worth of quality. There's one with toast and eggs on it. There are ones with shorts that are 39. Oh, this is like not feeling good. This feels like it'll be flammable. It's like kind of crispy already, but it feels like very synthetic. That store must sell only sheet masks. Pretty sure. I think Innisfree had a rebrand. I'm gonna go in, see what I find. Going to check this place out. I used to like this place before. It changed. It's like streetwear now, so not my style at all. The air quality is so bad. So I stopped at that store that I bought the phone case in Jeonju, and I was like, yo, what the heck? Why doesn't it work when I like tap my card? And they were like, well, it's because you have an iPhone. I was like, well, why? I was like, that's stupid. They're like, well, it's because it's an iPhone problem. Like, it's always like that. You always have to just open the stick up and then take the thing out. And I was like, that's so annoying. I was like, can I return it? And they're like, no, you can't return it. Because it's like so inconvenient. Because then I might as well just like keep my card in my purse if I have to like open the thing up and take the thing out each time, put it back in, put the stick back down. It's stupid. Yeah, plus it was like so expensive, 34,000 won. Also, this used to be, I think, a Uniqlo, but now it's like an almond store. That brand must be doing so well. When I left Korea, he was like super famous. He's actually the mascot for like the 365 plastic surgery place. But I have like a little plushie that's from him. But yeah, he's still here, I guess. But these socks are all 1,500 on the shelf, and then 10 plus 1 for 15,000. They're kind of not the best price. I'm in Myeongdong Station, by the way. I'm gonna take the subway soon. I kind of like these ones with the netting. With 1,500, same price. I'm at the store called Lena. I found this shirt yesterday in the bus terminal and I wanted it, but it was 20,000. But right now it's 10 here, so I think I'm gonna purchase it. You can still get these here. It's been by exit 2 for like years and years. Okay, so this place called Make. Really good prices. He does speak English if you need that. So my fun subway fact for you today is if you look on here, for example, if you're in Gumjeong and we're trying to go to line 1, it'll tell you which car to get in for the shortest transfer point. And then the other fun fact is, this was not a good example, but for line number 2, it'll tell you which side of the train. So if it's yellow on the line number 2 line, it means that the train door will open on the left side. I'll try to find that for you too. So you can see here that since I'm changing here, I will want to go to line 1-1. I'm very far away. So I'm gonna have to walk. One thing didn't change, there's still the Vin Prime, so I'm gonna check there for some thrifting. So there's still the Vin Prime within the ticketing area of Sadong Station out of the number 4 line. So this is like good for thrifting and stuff. It's organized by sex, and then also they put a special section for, so this means it's one of the top like fancy luxury brands. There's a vintage Christian Dior blazer, quite nice quality actually, still in condition. It's 120,000. I think I should get it because it's just so funny. This is the discount 3,000 won section, so I'm gonna be in here looking it over. I might come back for some blazers. They had some like high brand blazers for like 100,000. I just have to like think about my spending money because I have like a little bit of a budget that I want to stick to when I'm here. I haven't really been spending that much money. So anyway, I'm gonna go transfer now, go home. Back in Gangnam, going to go check out Shupen, Nixo, and the other store that's in there just to check prices and if I have eyes on anything that I want to buy. Apparently this is like an experience you can go in because they're launching this new beer brand, but it was really not super good in my opinion. We tried it the other day. It's also not from Denmark, it's from it's from a Korean brand. Okay, so in here, Mixo, Spao, Shupen, and Folder. Mixo. So this is good to know. There is a tax refund kiosk. I might need to get these. They're $39.9. So they're like coming in at about what I thought it would be. This is also a very popular, what's it called, character right now. It's like an acorn. They have Harry Potter. He's also very popular right now. As I said, Hwaryu and Ron. Here's Hwaryu and Ron. Now I'm in Shupen, which is like a Korean like brand, like kind of like Payless, but they're super decent quality. So the prices are like generally around like maybe 30 or 40. This is a huge Muji. It's like 4 floors. They even have the cafe like they do in Japan, and like a full-on grocery section. There's a lot of new beers too. They have like lassi powder and mango lassi powder. Okay, so on the 2nd floor now, but this is what's available. 4th floor has storage, furniture, and then 3rd floor has bags, shoes, socks, housekeeping, embroidery service, tax-free info. I don't think Muji in the US has dog stuff. Oh, these are so cute. Oh, I have to get this for my sister. It's called I Live with 6 Cats. This is that cafe I want to go to in Yeonhee-dong, Bana. So maybe I'll go. My friend just went there actually and she said it's really nice. My Korean friend just posted on Instagram that she was there and asked her if it was good. And she recommended that I try it out. It's just like kind of hard to go to from here, so. There's different ice creams here. Kind of feeling that one, I ate so much today. So GS25 had my back. They had water and it was 2 + 1, so I bought 3 bottles. I just bought ice cream and a bread for tomorrow morning. just because I feel like I'm gonna be hungry. I don't know. The batteries. The worst sign, that blinking red light. Dang, this was expensive though. It was like 7,800 won. So I got 3 bottles of water, and ice cream. So I got this one because it's the cart bread and it has red bean paste in it and dduk. So it's gonna be really good. This is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna put it in the freezer. And then for tomorrow morning breakfast, I got this sweet potato bread. So it also has some sort of free sticker. So that's interesting. Yeah, but that was expensive. First order of business is laundry, so that it's done before I go to bed. So I think this time what I should do is have it on the wool setting, because I think that's what messed up my sweater last time. So let me fill in the soap and the detergent, not the soap and the, what's it called, fabric softener, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so the stress that the detergent is almost out, but I'm also leaving next week, so I'm not gonna buy more detergent. So I gotta keep it like that for a while. So in the meantime, I'm gonna take care of the door lock. Okay, so I figured it out yesterday. Gotta slide it up. Maybe I need 2 hands. There it goes. Okay, gotta put it in like that. Oh my gosh, the stress. The batteries like didn't alternate, so it was like very stressful to put it in there because it's very dark because the lights are not on. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a few of the lights that are out, so I probably should have told him that the lights were out too, but like whatever. But I fixed it. So now I have a door lock. But I was also wondering, like, when I've been trying to get back in, for some reason it takes me like 3 or 4 tries to put in the code, even though I'm doing the code correctly each time. And I think it's just because the battery was bad. But now it's like fast and furious when it gets in, and I just have to like tap 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 tap. And then anyway, so laundry is going, that is fixed. I want to wash my face, take out my contacts because it's been a long day. So I'm very rich in shirts because I just bought some new ones. So I bought this one that I showed you. It's a little bit shinier than I thought it was now that it's like not in the subway station, but I will wear it. This was 10,000 won. It was from that first store. So I was looking at the same exact shirt yesterday in the express bus terminal, and it was 15,000, I want to say, either that or 22,000, because I was at a certain point where I was like, I would maybe pay 12 for it, but that was too high. So I found it for 10,000, so I got a good deal, and this was the last one. So either that means that I have a very popular shirt, or else he didn't stock as many. I don't know, maybe I'm just like very Western and choosing only black. The next one I bought at the same store, so I really like this actually. It does have like some different textures in it, so it's a little bit iffy, like, so it's like a little bit odd, I guess, but I kind of like it. So it's like a sweater, and it has like these button details. It doesn't actually do anything, they're just like there as decor, and then it has this like little detail here as well, so I'm gonna have to wear an undershirt with that, so I know that already. But then it has this like a little bit of a what's it called, mesh style, I don't know what it's called, and then it has a different color collar. So I really liked how different it was, and I will definitely get use out of this. And this was also 10,000 won, which is why I'm so sad, because this was also 10,000 won. So I just wanted a really basic sort of summer short sleeve sweater. So I thought this would go well with like wide leg pants even. So this was also 10,000. So originally it was 12,000, and this was at the last store that I showed you. And the owner was like actually quite busy. He was really nice too, and he spoke like 5 languages. But he actually gave me a discount on it because it was the last piece. So he said he would give it to me for 10 rather than 12. But any of the other colors would have been 12. There were like 5 colors, I think. But yeah, I thought this one would be nice for just everyday wear. And then at the same store I bought this cardigan because I wanted a summer lightweight gray, very very lightweight long sleeve cardigan, just because it will be nice. Oh no, I think that's okay. Hold on, let me check it. I didn't check it because he took it. Oh no, okay, it's just very lightweight, as you can see. So it's a summer weight cardigan. I thought this would be really nice because I've been wearing my winter weight gray cardigan and that was a little bit too much, so this will be nice to have. So now, do you see why I'm so upset that I paid 34,000 for this phone case? Because I could have bought 3.5 sweaters. So that would have been 3 sweaters and a tank top. That would have been what I could have bought for that same money. So silly. Wow. I was worried about my laundry not drying. So I turned on this fan, but I didn't realize it was going to tilt back so far. Maybe I should put it a little bit further in.